Hello again, this is Ian Dainty. Today I want to talk to you about opening new accounts in a down market, video 2. Today's a subject that can help you solve one of the biggest problems that sales and marketing people face and usually fail at resolving it well or even resolving it at all. One of the biggest issues for any sales and marketing person is, how do I get my prospects' attention? And many of the issues that we will be discussing revolve around this very problem. Let's just review some of the major concerns sales and marketing people have. I mentioned these in my last video. These issues are no budget. I don't want to read them all. You can do it. But some of them I'm sure will ring a bell with you, and some of them won't. And we're going to talk about them as we go through these different videos. All of these topics, again, are tied to what we want to talk about today. You may recall the movie Jerry Maguire. When Tom Cruise is in the midst of his proposal to Dorothy, she stops him with, "You had me at hello." Every seller dreams of hearing these exact words when they approach corporate decision makers. Unfortunately, the opposite usually occurs. Instead of capturing their prospects' attention, most sellers create resistance with their opening remarks and blow the opportunity. Why do bad things like that happen to good people? In short, weak value propositions. If you're running into trouble cracking corporate accounts, most likely the root cause is your failure to articulate the business outcomes that customers realize from using your products or services. Let me repeat that. Most likely the root cause is your failure to clearly articulate the business outcomes customers realize from using your products, services, or solutions. They don't understand your value proposition. A little while ago, an exercise was done while training some salespeople. They rated common value propositions that salespeople and marketers could use when prospecting for new customers. So what I want you to do is, on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is the highest number, they evaluated value propositions such as the following on their effectiveness in initiating change from the status quo. I want you to rate them also. Remember, the ratings are from 1 to 10, with 10 being the best or the highest. When I say blank, that is when you would fill in your value proposition. Okay, here's the first one. We offer one-stop shopping for all your fill-in-the-blank needs, what your company may offer. So I want you to take a second or two and tell me from 1 to 10 how you would rate that as a value proposition. Number 2, we're the industry leader, again fill in the blank, and have been recognized for our exceptional fill in the blank. I'll bet you this rings a bell with a lot of you, either from your own company or seeing it. So tell me what you think from 1 to 10 of this value proposition. Number 3, we specialize, fill in the blank, and work with well-known clients such as Microsoft, Best Buy, and Kraft. Pretty good one, wouldn't you think? So again, rate your scores from 1 to 10. Okay, have you written down your scores? Let's compare them to what many of the sellers thought. After serious discussion amongst the sellers, these value propositions received scores between 4 to 6. What was their rationale? They were nice benefit statements about the company, but not quite as punchy as they could have been. The truth is that all the above value propositions really deserve a score of 1. Not 4, not 6, but merely a score of 1. I know you're saying, come on, Ian. You might be saying, how can that be? They're not quite horrible statements. They're nice. Yeah, they're okay. They are nice. But they're grossly ineffective, and that's why they need to be rated so poorly. So how do you capture your decision maker's attention? Well, you need a strong value proposition. Well, some commonly used value propositions listed above, like the ones you just saw, might be important at some point in the decision process. They're totally and utterly worthless when prospecting and looking to get someone's attention. When it comes to capturing the decision maker's attention, here's what you need to think about. Strong value propositions pique curiosity and entice the prospect to hear more. They want to learn more. Strong value propositions create a stark contrast from the status quo. Remember, the status quo is one of the biggest things that you're going to fight against when whenever you're selling. When prospects hear them, they're willing to consider making a change. Consider this. If you were on the other end of the phone and a seller called with this message, what would your impression be? Hi Jack, this is Ian Dainty calling from B2B Business Coach. We offer one-stop shopping for all your sales training needs, everything from lead generation to closing. And we use state-of-the-art methodologies to ensure our training sticks. Does that value proposition entice you? I would bet it doesn't entice you one iota. Does it get you to consider switching sales training vendors? I sincerely doubt it, or even use a sales training vendor. Does it make you want to invest lots of money that's currently allocated elsewhere? Not very likely. Statements about your company and what it does are not, let me repeat, not value propositions, period. They are not value propositions. Again, let me repeat it. They are statements about your company and what it does are not value propositions. If you want to get customers hello, you need to clearly articulate the results your customers can expect from using your products, services, or solutions. Again, that is results. R-E-S-U-L-T-S. Pardon to Aretha Franklin on that one. For example, I worked with a company recently. Each different seller, whether sales, marketing, or management, identified one large client with whom they wanted to set up a meeting. As a result of that workshop, 83% of the sales force landed an appointment with their targeted account. These outcomes are unheard of in my business and maybe in yours. Virtually every vice president of sales will want to learn more. That's the power of a strong value proposition. Even decision makers who weren't considering a change will think it's worth their time to find out about the seller's offering. If you really want to get them at a low, then make sure you do these three things. Okay, write them down. Number one, talk results. Decision makers don't care about your products or services. They only care about the results they'll see. Stress that and you'll catch their attention. Omit those results and you've lost them. Keep your products and services behind your back. Get real. Refer to actual client successes and include measures or statistics. Success stories from other companies in their industry are especially compelling. By giving specific examples of what you've done, you really pique their curiosity, the decision maker's curiosity. Test your message. After you've planned what to say, ask, if I were the decision maker, would this message entice me? Would it make me want to spend an hour of my valuable time with this person? Do I really think this person can add value to what they're telling me? If your answer is not a resounding yes, then rework and revise your message until it is enticing and it is a resounding yes. Don't leave it to chance. Don't hope that it will work. Your job is to make it so compelling that your decision makers get it at hello. During the webinars I'll be running later this month, I'll be showing you how to solve this problem and the exact steps you need to take to develop your value proposition, and how it will help you resolve many of the issues we talked about last time and the ones I mentioned earlier in this video. So I have an exercise for you to let me help you. Let me help you. Send me your value propositions and I will talk about some of them in one of my next videos and discuss their strengths and weaknesses. You can do this by filling in the comment section below or send me an email at ian@b2bbusinesscoach.com. And below, just post your answer on that. In the meantime, please stay tuned for the next video. Until next time.